Good morning, my beautiful angels. Welcome to Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers All, your long-standing and one of your first original Sagittarius-only channels here on YouTube, which I am very proud of. I might be a small channel, but I'm mighty in my spirit and all that I do for the Sagittarius community as myself being a Sag. If this is your first time, please don't be the last. Let it be the time that you hit the subscribe button and the all notifications so that you can get notified every time I upload content, which is weekly, monthly, and I try my best during our birthday season to do readings and postings daily. Well, this is our final week in the month of October in the year 2024 as we know it. So this is your general weekly reading for this week, which will then be followed by your general love reading. Let's cleanse the space, both in yours and mine. We have gone through the weekend. Look at that, ask St. Michael. Oh, St. Michael, our archangel, continue to fight and defend us all in battle, especially my sign, our sign of Sagittarius. Be the continued defense against the wickedness and snares of all the evils in the world. May God continue to rebuke the evils of this world, we humbly pray. And you, O Prince of the heavenly hosts, Archangel St. Michael, by the power of God, continue to thrust into hell all evildoers, all evil thoughts and deeds, and those who prowl about the world for the ruin of God's children and their souls. Amen. May protection, love, and light be over you and your family and all those that you love. Amen. Okay. Well, if you first time with me and you're not familiar, I do alter or I rotate my decks every month because I have a very, very vast collection of decks. And I'm a Saggy. I get bored. So I need a change of pace. And I love reintroducing myself and adapting and giving and withdrawing the energies of the different decks that I have. So I hope you enjoy the fact that I do rotate the decks every month. This way you get to see what decks are there and how the different decks can apply, whether they're oracle or tarot, to your particular reading. Okay, cards have been shuffled and prayed over. Let's give a last look at these decks for the month of October that we've used, because in November I will be bringing in a whole new set. Okay. Thank you for the messages, universe. May whoever needs to receive these messages be guided to the channel. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. I always kind of try to indicate to my subscribers that even in the dark, there is light. During times of sadness, the sun will shine and rise again. We can triumph out of our difficulties, out of our losses. There can be found wins. It's all how you look at it in your perception of life. How do you recognize despair as an opportunity? Or do you even take the time in your life to turn your negatives into positives? This could be a sign for you today that if you're not accustomed to doing that, that maybe you should start and you'll see a turnaround come about in your life. But the message, the time of guilt and shame ends now. Sagittarius, wherever you are, or whoever this applies to in particular, forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. So many things that we experience in life and some of the challenges and difficulties and shortcomings that we go through, yes, it could be at the hand or thoughts or deeds of others, but a lot of it we can tend to bring upon ourselves because of our own shame or our own punishment we bestow upon ourselves for things that we might have done or shouldn't have done or couldn't have done in our past. There's a time for mourning. There's a time to cry and there's a time to laugh. And there's a time to set things aside and rest it to bed and to move forward. So the universe wants you not only to recognize that you can turn the negative things into your life into a positive, but also there's a time to hold on to that grief and to that anger and bitterness. It's not meant to last forever. You go through it, you learn from it, and you move forward. Finally, with the card, you're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences. With all this growth and development, Yes, it allows you to grow. And that is one of the beautiful things of life when we do go through challenges, when we feel like we've been in despair and we've been beating up ourselves with self guilt and self pity. You now get to blossom from all of that. You get to go in a new direction, or at least now your eyes and your heart is open to see a new direction where it was closed off before. And now you're open to new experiences because you've done the healing, you've recognized, you know, the bad mistakes you've made, the wrong judgment calls. Okay, you did your little mourning, you beat yourself up for, whatever amount of time you felt you had to put yourself in timeout. But now it's time for you to come back into the open. The universe needs you, your family needs you, you need you. What else is going on with Sagittarius for this week? We also get the message of the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. Remember, in conversating with people, even in the corporate arena, by your water cooler, in your office, by your desk, or at home, or any surrounding that you're at in a public setting, watch what you say. Words carry energy, they carry value. So make sure what you're saying is intentional because you can speak things into existence. With the Knight, triumph over adversity, just another confirmation, as I know it to be, in all Saggies who have faith and believe in themselves. We know that we can ride to victory, that we can get through the bad and sad times. And then with the Talisman, you are destined to succeed. Success is part of many of your virtues and many of your journeys. Some of you haven't reached that plateau of your success, but it's like in your DNA. So just keep doing what you're doing because you are destined to succeed. At the bottom of the deck, we get the King, authority and diplomacy. This could be the energy of someone that you need to pay attention to this week, or someone that you get advice from or that you go to for information or guidance. This could also be your energy, reminding you the strength and the empowerment that you have in you, that you might be looked up to other people. So you do have a certain standard that you need to keep yourself, because others do come to you just as you go to others for guidance and empowerment and leadership. Others come to you as well. Angelic cards message is: an angel energy travels to earth via beautiful orbs of light. These spears or rays are not always visible to the human eye. So if you manage to see them, know that you are blessed. And an orb looks just like that round circle of light right there. Many of you who watch a lot of content creators on YouTube, sometimes you'll see orbs within their videos. That is the sign of angelic energy in its presence. Witnessing a shooting star across the night sky is always an uplifting experience. We know it's more than just a momentary gift from the spiritual world. It's a promise of profound changes to come. So many of you might be stargazers. You have a telescope, you gaze at the stars, you study the stars. There's importance in the stars, and you should recognize that, especially with a shooting star. Your final angelic card: when a dove flies into your day, it's a messenger from the angels delivering a promise of inner harmony and peace. And the dove, spirit animal, always signifies peace, joy, love. Doves are one of the main type of birds that people let loose during a wedding ceremony, or again a homecoming or homegoing, because again it symbolizes peace, a messenger of joy, inner peace, peace for that which is coming and peace for that which is going. Nobody ever wrote down that they wanted to be broke, fat, lazy, or even stupid. Those things are what happen when you don't have a plan. That's an affirmation for you today, to say, you know what? The things that happen in your life that you didn't plan for, that you're not happy about, you're not proud about, well, it's because you didn't make a plan. You didn't take an initiative. Yes, we make plans and God laughs, but we still should have some type of guidance. We should have some type of plan, some type of leverage as to how we're going to do things, with open consideration that it can go right? It can go left, it can stray, it can flop, but it can also turn out to be successful. So don't blame the universe and don't mock God when things don't work out your way if you didn't take the initial initiative to make a plan and to have some type of goals in life. Because then, yes, you go with the flow of life, but then there are some things that you do need to take control of and that you need to have accountability for. We can't pass the buck onto the universe and blame the universe when we are in control with what we think, how we do, and how we navigate through our life. So I love that as a reminder for many of you who might need that message today. When it comes to your career for this last week of October, many of you will be seeing growth or you're working towards growth in your roles. You could be growing out of your role towards a new position. Many of you are gearing up for interviews. You're practicing. You're redoing your resumes. You could be going through an internal interview if you're trying to move up within your company, or you could be looking at job postings. Many of you, for the first time, could be doing virtual interviews, which is still a thing. Where you interview virtually. And please, just as a reminder and a quick footnote, when you do virtual interviews, please dress accordingly, just as if you were going through the door of an office to interview. And that, as I said that, the angelic number of 1111 came up because that's how true it is. So many people take for granted because they're interviewing via home remotely by Zoom or whatever other channel or electronic means you interview by, that you don't have to be professionally, in proper attire. Yes, no. Even if you don't have nothing going on in the bottom, you should have a shirt and tie, my gentlemen. Your hair should be groomed. You should be well shaven, right? Looking clean and articulate. And my ladies, your hair looking beautiful, whatever makeup or whatever non-makeup you wear, but definitely a attractive and corporate looking blouse, not showing too much skin or anything like that, acting and talking professional, and just being an exemplary example of the type of employee that they want to hire. Once they see you on the camera, they should be wowed by you, by your professionalism, and then when they hear you talk, in addition to your resume and all your academics and everything that you bring to the table, this can help you to be a candidate that they will take serious. Many of you are going to be going to the different sales that are coming up as we prepare to get into Thanksgiving and Christmas season. Others of you are like, nope, I'm putting my money towards me. I'm going to branch out and do my own thing. So a lot of you had found your niche, whether it's being a reader or you're a craftsman, or again, you are just taking your particular work out of the corporate world and you're going out on your own. So you're looking into how to, become an LLC, getting all your paperwork and your licensing and all that information intact. Card at the bottom of the deck is internship. For others of you that might not have the opportunity to just jumpstart and leave your job and go into a different career, but you do want to expand. Sagittarius, we're always learning. We always want to know so much about so many things. A great way for you to do that without it costing you anything is to intern. Maybe write to a department head or particular person who you want to learn more about their company or their trade, that you would love to volunteer and be a muse underneath them for a few hours a day or during the weekend. You're not expecting compensation, you just want to learn. An internship gives you that opportunity to build up on the skills and learn the knowledge of whatever job or whatever trade you're trying to get into. You won't get compensated. So internship only works if you're a student and you already have a job. Because if you're looking for an income, internship usually, most times, it does not pay. Very rarely it does, but most times it does not. But the lessons and the value of the knowledge that you get, wow, it really is great. So don't take that for granted. And for those of you who are unemployed and you're looking and you're not enrolled in school or anything, I can't stress enough that this internship card is a door opener for you. You might start out as an intern and you never know. You could be recognized for your talents and you could have a new career and a new job. So don't bat your eyes when it comes to internship. I think that's a very pertinent and a great message to come through for us. Raise your vibration this week is the mantra that calls me to light up. Raising your vibration, always acting at your best and highest level, is the best thing that you can do for you, Sagittarius, in any day of your life. The world is blessed to have you. Remember that you are a special and unique person. Your love, your light, your energy is needed, so guard it accordingly. And a lovely reminder from the universe that you are not alone. Through your struggles and stripes and your difficulties and challenges, the universe is with you. They acknowledge and see. And don't forget, they already know what your journey is going to look like before you do. I will honor the physical vessel that sacredly encases my soul. The universe wanting you to take better care of yourself and remind you that your body is a spiritual vessel. It's a gift from God. So nurture it and take care of it as such. I feel good when I can help others. Stewardship, being kind to others, there's no greater love than the love of self and the love that we give to our fellow mankind. I am thankful for the life I've experienced and the opportunities it has presented. Giving grace and being thankful. It's not about asking all the time or demanding things from the universe or God. There are many times which throughout our days and the hours of our life we should give grace and be humble and thank God, yes, for the good and the bad things. Thank Him for our life, our existence, our families, our job, our sense of security. Even if your life isn't the greatest, still thank and be in thanks. We also get the message of communication. Could be a possible reunion or phone call or text, some type of communication coming in from someone who you haven't heard from. This is in a romantic sense, talking about rekindling either a friendship or a romantic connection. And also, a lucky win seems likely. Something good could come out of this communication, even if it doesn't form a close knit reconnection. It could open up the doors, at least for conversation. With twists and turns, carefully made plans could be thrown out the window this week, as major changes and interruptions might surround some of you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. So some of you might have some hills to climb, some peaks that you need to get up to before you can jump off or roll off into the next thing that you're trying to get into, or getting over a particular situation that you might be helping a family member in or that you're entangled in. So there's going to be twists and turns and a little bit more that you have to go through before you get over this particular situation. With the card Society, say yes to all the wonderful invitations that some of you may have coming your way. Baby showers, bridal showers, dinners, and housewarmings. It's an excellent way to network, and it brings a lot of network opportunities, and new love interests for some of my singles could be the possible result. So for those of you who don't normally socialize but you have invitations coming in, this could be a great time for you to finally say yes, right? I'm going to go out, especially after you've been giving yourself a lot of self-care. You look good, you feel good, you smell wonderful, right? You're just in that right frame of mind to be social again. One of these invitations, you might meet someone there, or you might network with people professionally that can help you in your career or your entrepreneurial forecast. We get also the card of burnout. Some of you, your hard work will see the results, but your health needs to be maintained. I know a lot of people, you're a single dad, a single mom, and you're doing it by yourself. You might be working 2, 3 jobs. It takes a lot now to survive, just to break even. But always regard your health and know that you can't burn the candlestick at both ends, okay? That what is all the money that you make if you're not here for your family to celebrate it? So please guard your health, work reasonable hours, get a lot of rest, stay hydrated, and take time to not only work but also play. So make sure you go for your regular checkups or your annual visits. You know, the new year's going to be coming around in a few months. Make sure you get all your specialists in and stuff like that. And when you get to, like, you know, real critical ages in your life, your body changes, right? Your hormones change. And these are when things can come up. So you need to really pay close attention as you go along. So don't work, and get all burnt out and lose sight of your health. Okay? So maintain a healthy lifestyle as you continue to be very strong in your work ethics. Now let's go to the tarot. Actually, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're going to go to the town, then we'll go to the tea leaf. And then we should be almost done with this final reading for the month of October. Okay, when I get reversals, I just want to make sure that I'm not holding the deck. Okay, some of you are holding on to your money very tightly because, like I said, times are hard right now. And you know, you're watching your spending, you're not lending as much, you're not buying stuff out of desire, you're buying stuff as you need. You might be holding on to your money because, you know, you don't know where, if your next paycheck is coming in. Some of you are not getting the financial assistance you might need from child support or spousal support. So I get it. I get it. Save where you can. Others of you that have a little nest egg, you too might want to hold on and curb your spending because we just don't know where the world is going and how finances and job security is going to be. Ooh, okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. The 5 of Cups and the Strength card. Yes, some of you are going to be very scared, or you've been given notification, or there's an indication from just the energy around you in your workplace, or even if you're an entrepreneur and you own your own company, that you might have to let it go, or you might be let go. So yes, money is going to be an issue. The universe is asking you to be strong during this phase. I know many of you, you're going to be very, with the 5 of Cups energy, very disheartened, looking back at all that you've given to the company or that you've given to your company, and the fact that you did all this and still things didn't work out, and it's coming to a bitter end. I know it's a, you know, it's difficult to understand, but we have to keep the positive outlook that with one closed door, there could be the opportunity for a new door. It's just when and if we choose to go through it. The overall energy is, when this happens for many of you, the change in your work career or the money that you have coming in is going to come very quickly. For some of you, you already feel the energy changing and shifting. Others of you, you had no clue, and it does take you for a surprise. In the middle of the deck with the Knight, some things will be mentally challenging for you. Some things you will handle and be able to accept and work through quickly, and others you're going to kind of dilly-dally through. You're really going to feel stuck. Again, get rest. Your mental health and your mental stability is going to play a role on you getting new work and changing your career or expanding and starting a new business. Many of you will suffer heartbreak because of these losses, like I said, financially, or if you were in partnership with your lover and you have severed the relationship, you will most likely sever the business partnership as well. Sagittarius, you will be victorious. You don't see it and you don't feel it, but you will be. And you're going to get tired of the fighting because there will be conflicts and challenges during this time of change, but victory will be yours. Now, we do get the Justice card in the reverse. Some of you might find yourself having to take legal action. You might have to sue an employer or sue your partner. Again, taking some legal action to get back paid or restitution or some type of money like a bonus or buyout. you're not going to see that victory right away, and you're going to be tangled in paperwork in court for a minute. So you're not going to get that money at the end of the contract or the end of your employment with this particular company, or when you sever ties with your business partner. It is going to get tied up, whatever monies are owed to you or that you're suing for in court. Okay, let's see if we can get a clarifier on that. I get another reverse again. You won't have to struggle. You'll file the paperwork and do whatever you need to do necessarily. Whoever you're suing or you're trying to collect the money and proceeds from, whether it be an ex-partner, a business partner, or your company, they're gonna try to tempt you and offer you with a very low number settlement. But I see you celebrating. The win is going to be in your favor. There's going to be someone to help you, and there's going to be new partnership on the horizon for many of you. Through this loss, I think you're going to build and network with new people and come up with new ideas. Yeah, you end up on top. Your leadership will remain strong and steady, and you're going to learn from this. And like I said, you're going to expand. As you come to a close, our final card, bird perched, waiting for news, package a letter. Yes, that does make sense because, like I said, some of you, as you end employment or business partnerships, or you sever and end your self-owned business, there's going to be paperwork and legal things, money tied up. So you're going to be waiting for news for court dates, settlements, any type of offers, so you can get paid. So you might get a certified letter, a package, anything. Again, like if you were let go, the package could be them sending you your personal things that you left at the office. A lot of places don't necessarily call you in anymore, right? Because you work remote, so they'll do a video termination. So if you have physical things at the office, they will send it to you. So that's what will be coming to you personally at home. As you see the bird perched here, a bird is just that. It's sitting on a branch awaiting something. It's waiting for something. So you are waiting for the news on the outcome of this settlement, your package, news from your attorney, right, regarding your separation agreement, your lawsuit, all pertaining to your career and finances, whether you're independent, you worked for a company, or you had a business partner. So for those of you who will be or see yourself going to be in that situation, like I said, it's going to be a little wait for the money that you're owed, or that you're promised to come through, and it will be tied up in some legalities, and again, there will be paperwork and stuff like that that you'll have to deal with. Well, this has been your general reading. It may not apply to all of you, but for those of you that it does, I thank you for coming here and getting the information and insight that you need. Now you can navigate with your own intuitiveness as you should on how you should proceed. Namaste.